14-2. One of those two teams to ever beat them was Shopify Rebellion in the EWC. You got to cast that game, and I even got to interview Canadian during that matchup as well. It'll be really interesting to have this go to a third map. G2, the social prediction. I got ego. Oh my God. There we go. Thank you guys.
You got Dono walled live.
I did.
That's crazy.
All right. All good.
Now, like you said, right, that last time they played Lair, Shopify Rebellion won. And, you know, I think a big reason why they won is that Canadian actually had a really big performance for Shopify Rebellion. Maps have in common is their size. Cafe maybe not as quite as horizontal as Bank and Lair, but Ambi already sneaking in on the middle of open area is destructible from above. Doki hears this player on the rappel. In comes Rexin, and it is an easy pickup for the Solus. Just before that, though, Canadian finds himself on the Nook is on the floor, too. Surf inside the bomb site gets quickly felled.
He could maybe land this Nitro Cell to save the round.
He doesn't have it prepped just yet, but Ambi finds Doki on that Teller's flank. 3 for him, the drop comes in, Stompin misses the shots, and now Canadian is in a position to plant with ample proposition for Stompin. He sees the case, but he knows the hatch is open. This should be a losing round. It is an easy cleanup for Ambi. Shopify Rebellion star rookie starts the game with
gap potentially for Shopify as Rexon's already deep in garage, and Ambi
misses the rotate. Attempted re-engage from Doki as he attempts to bait out the angle with the impact. Ambi, though, expects it!
They've only got the smoke to play in for sight. They have to take these gunfights and win them, but Rebellion remain gun up and now have a 3-man lead.
Stompin trying to work a pick marble stairs will get forced back by the nade. Flashbangs coming out as well, forcing him back to main stairs. Almost gets caught by the player there. That's Exploit on the shotgun. Rexic cuts 2 down. His lurk from garage works for 2 picks. It's flawlessly. Someone droning Ambi's way in. Again, seeing the barbed wire, seeing that they're below 2. We're halfway through the round. This is the longest we've got.
One of the only spots in the map you can't get vertical from downstairs in the entry a 3rd time in a row.
Longer with the Solus, they can no longer rotate down below to have free info on the plant, but his Surf tries to enter the building. He's cut down by Benja, instantly traded by Spoit. Here's the lure from Ambi, successful on the Shaiko, a 4-2 lead for Shopify Rebellion. Here's the blitz, close on the smoke. Alamau can do nothing, and it's all up to Stompin on the clash. He takes down Ambi, but Spoit still outside, cuts him down. It's 3 in a row for the Rebellion.
And despite the timeout, Shopify still look to get ready to push. Want to burn a couple of seconds, maybe get rid of a few drones for that late round and play off their read.
So should Canadian get up close and personal, the flash will have no effect. Stompin trying to play this aggressively again to keep them at bay. Here comes the blitz, it's a double swing.
Massive. You've got multiple frag grenades, multiple picks once again as CTV, and just looking for a different execute.
Saying, you know what, Doki behind tracked by the Deimos. In comes Canadian, blinded by the Dread Mine, at least for now. He's worried about a potential crossfire. Doki does go down to Surf. It's a 5 versus 2. It's a 5 versus 1. Alamau with 1 kill, but he can do no more.
First time we've seen Aurora in play, maybe hoping to cut off some of these, again, longer angles for G2, where they play a trade, and Canadian already dropping down. Is he just in the site, Harrison?
He sees how much there is on the roam and just tries to drop in. Stompin for the first time this match gives G2 the opening pick, but he's very quickly punished for it. Canadian is just looking for an angle to plant as his players upstairs start to fall. Rexon, though, with 2 underneath the open hatch, goes big, very quickly traded by Benja. Surf now finds himself alone, but we know how clutch he can be, especially on this operator, but Benja Master puts G2 on his back and on the board. Shaiko on his position in elevator once again. He's getting Deimos tracked, he's getting Dokubi called, and instantly he decides.
Plant, but again, there's so many resources to stop a default plant. Rebellion most
Canadian, though, shooting the fire extinguisher, looks to get deep in, finds Stompin, but loses the fight as Doki comes in for assistance. Another opening pick here for G2 in the last 30 seconds of the round. Alamau traded back. The drop-in from Rexon not working. Everyone on the Rebellion falling. It's all up to Ambi with such little time remaining in a 1 versus 3. Stuck outside the bomb site, lands a nasty shot against Shaiko, and it has information on the player sitting in red, but 12 seconds remain, and G2 know that as long as they just separate, there's no way that Ambi can get both of these kills. Looking for one, can't light up Benjamaster quite enough. Down goes Stompin, but the time bleeds dry.
And G2, not the half they wanted, but two.
Right, like they're playing so fast, like they're playing confidence against us, like they always did. Remember, so like I think like if you want like if you go forward, I mean, for example, like we can like even like run again like the turtles, but like we don't.
For basement, Benja always likes to drop E1, so we need to make sure we constantly have eyes on that, okay?
Yeah,
For open, the big thing I want to remind us about is that knock. They love to walk the knock lobby.
Half. Loved the discipline they showed on that basement defense. Doki, especially rotating from garage to dealing with Canadian and kind of being that first snowball to go in their favor on the anchor. We now have Rebellion, of course, defensive half. 2 info bans for them. Also removed the Deimos and Snake. I highlighted those 2 operators specifically going into this match, Harrison, where both, I believe, land it, and it goes off, but of course no one's playing close by. Doki's already fallen down to marble, waiting for him to rotate. Perfect.
There's really no one directly on site. Surf tried to swing out from blue. He catches Doki, but there's an immediate trade from Stompin as G2 are start planter and even maybe shoot the C4 from Ambi, but Ambi just goes big with the kill onto Shaiko. He's inside gold, again playing for that C4, but it gets stuck, and off of it, Alamau tries to shoot it, and Ambi's good for 3!
Is that an IQ simp?
Damage from the gas canister. Speaking of damage, Ambi's already been let up, but he gets the opening pick onto Benjamaster. He is feeling it. Rexon catches Doki trying to jump into Banana. The Monty is just trying to ADS this guy, and he loses the fight. Stompin and Shaiko, the last 2 members of Rexon. Are you kidding me? Oh!
And Shopify, adding insult to injury, close the round flawlessly. He's not got the 2-per-out DMR. 2 bullets. Looking to deal with this position. Are they just going to try to rush in? Dokkaebi goes for a Hail Mary.
Or then just have an ARX. Into the site goes Alamau. He's got to worry about this player and Janitor. Bailiff comes out. Rexon doesn't expect it, but Ambi got his teammates back. Surf
all nothing much that Stompin can do except try to throw another flash. Deal with him! Are you kidding me? Closing out the map with 21 massive frags. If you blinked, you missed it. But we just saw Shopify dominate G2 in just 9 rounds of bank. What a matchup, Harrison. We've got plenty more to talk about in just a few moments, but as the map's concluded, we'll hop into a quick break and return.